Hello and welcome to From The Book Nook. I'm Greg.
And I'm Anne. This is the podcast where we dive into inspiring books and uncover the stories and lessons they have to offer. Today, we're exploring Braiding Sweetgrass by Robin Wall Kimmerer.
This book is a beautiful blend of science, indigenous wisdom, and personal storytelling. Kimmerer, a botanist and a member of the Citizen Potawatomi Nation, weaves together these perspectives into something truly special.
Exactly. It's a book that invites readers to reflect on their relationship with nature and think about what it means to live in harmony with the earth.
And one thing that stood out to me was the way Kimmerer describes sweetgrass. She calls it a gift and uses it as a symbol for reciprocity, giving and receiving with gratitude. That's not something we think about often, is it?
No, it's not. In our consumer-driven culture, we tend to take without considering what we owe in return. Kimmerer's perspective encourages us to see nature not as a resource to exploit, but as a partner we have a responsibility toward.
And her storytelling is so vivid. I loved the chapter on the three sisters, where she talks about corn, beans, and squash growing together. It's not just a farming technique, it's a metaphor for cooperation and mutual support.
That chapter is amazing. She explains how the plants help one another grow. Beans fix nitrogen in the soil, corn provides structure for the beans to climb, and squash shades the ground to keep it moist. It's a powerful example of how interconnected systems can thrive.
Right, and it ties into her broader message, that humans are part of those interconnected systems too. We have a role to play, not as dominators of nature, but as caretakers.
Exactly. And she also brings in her personal experiences, like learning from her children and students, which makes the book feel deeply personal and relatable. One theme I found especially moving is gratitude. Kimmerer says that gratitude can change the way we see the world and how we interact with it. For her, giving thanks is a daily practice, not just something reserved for holidays.
And she ties that to the concept of reciprocity. It's not just about saying thank you, it's about giving back, whether that's by planting a tree, cleaning up a river, or simply being mindful of what we take.
Another key takeaway is the idea of restoring the balance. She writes about the importance of blending indigenous wisdom with scientific knowledge to create solutions for the environmental crises we face today.
Yes, and she doesn't just highlight problems. She offers hope. Her belief in the power of community, storytelling, and small, meaningful actions really shines through. So, Anne, if someone hasn't read Braiding Sweetgrass, how would you sum it up?
It's a love letter to the earth and an invitation to reimagine our relationship with it. Through science, storytelling, and indigenous knowledge, Kimmerer shows us how to live more thoughtfully and gratefully.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Well, that's it for today's episode of From The Book Nook. If you enjoyed our discussion, don't forget to follow the podcast and share it with your friends.
And if you've read Braiding Sweetgrass, we'd love to hear your thoughts. Drop us a message on our social channels. Until next time, happy reading.
Bye for now.
See you next time.